Namaste beautiful yogis. Today we have postpartum abs and full body workout. So postpartum, mama's bodies and mama's abs, and I have a good workout lined up for us today, and also we're going to address some of the issues women deal with in the postpartum period, such as closing the gap from it's basically an injury that happens to your muscles. The connective tissue gets stretched and injured, so it causes diastasis recti, or there is a buzz about the diastasis recti. Online it's not as bad as, if you read all the pages about it, as it is for most people. It's just a normal injury to the soft tissue that happens during pregnancy, and usually injuries take a little bit of time to repair. So that's what we're doing. We're supporting the repair of the injury, bringing, Lottie, you have to be quiet, bringing circulation to the area so that the area has a speedy recovery. And it's not that we have to look the same as pre-pregnancy. No, not at all. We just want to be strong, maybe stronger, who knows, but whatever. We're not comparing, we just want to be strong. All right, from today's workout is going to be strong, speaking of strong. And I myself have gone through quite a bit of improvement from just when I first showed the Find Your Core series, which is the first thing any postpartum woman should do. The first phase of working on your abs is the postpartum Find Your Core series. Now we're moving on with the next phase. I'm just 8 months postpartum, so this is good for anywhere from 6 to 7 months postpartum. Things change. How we work out changes. For example, in the beginning, I had a lot of saggy skin due to the muscles not really connecting properly and not enough muscle strength, and just the skin was still repairing. And now I still have it, but it's becoming less and less and less because of the exercises that I'm doing. So that's part of what I'll be, how I'll be naming the classes and offering support in that area where women are dealing with a lot of saggy skin. Just because exercise can really address that and just make you feel strong and fresh about yourself. All right, we're going to start with a warm-up. All you will need for today's workout is going to be, you can have weights around, but we're just going to use a something to step up on. A chair, an ottoman, something, a ball maybe, something to just elevate your feet on. Otherwise, we'll mostly use body weight. If you have weights, you can incorporate them. I'm trying to make these workouts. I like to use equipment, but I want to make them something that you can do it like at your work, for example, on your lunch break. All right, starting, let's see the time. Starting with squats as a warm-up. So you're going to take wide step outs and feet pointing out, sitting back, coming up, sitting back, coming up, sitting back, coming up. This is just a warm-up. Sitting back, coming up, 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 cross lunge, plie, cross lunge, plie, cross lunge, plie. We're hearing baby sounds. That's very appropriate for a postpartum class. And I was trying to shoot while she was sleeping, but she just took a cat nap, so now she's playing. Cross lunge, plie, cross lunge, plie. We're still warming up. Cross lunge, plie, cross lunge, plie. From here we're going to stretch side to side, side to side, side to side. Let's make it yoga-esque. So palms of the hands pressing together. Take your right leg out and across behind, and we're going to stretch over to the left side. And opposite side. And coming back to center, we're going to take the right leg in a circle a few times without touching the floor. Ballet groove. Opposite side. Really get into the hip joint. And she's just making noise. And from here, we're going to step to the side, reach. Step to the side, reach. The same movement, only. You wanna come, baby? Step to the side, reach. 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 Continuing with the warm-up, reaching side to side, reaching, 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 reaching. So now steady your hips and just reach side to side. Side to side, right hand glides down the right leg, reaching up and over, left hand down the left leg, up and over, and again, and again, and again, and again. From here, we're just going to warm up the spine and toe to toe. So you're coming onto the toes on one side and swinging the arms side to side, using the arms as your weight here and gravity and inertia. So you're not doing a lot of muscular work, you're just following the inertia. And we're gonna get started. If you are living in a really cold area and you need more warming up to do, go ahead and do a few squat jumps or something that will warm you up, or just do everything in a more mild way up until you're completely warmed up, and if you're watching it later, obviously you can pause. We're moving on with the first combination exercise. Are you so excited? Yes, I am. Alright, the first exercise is, I'm going to demonstrate it. One-legged plank jumps with the knee tuck. So you're going to take your left knee up, standing on the right leg. You're going to lower down, jump into plank, do a knee tuck with that left knee, jump forward, straight back, jump up. And that's one rep. And we'll do 10 and then move over to the next side. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, straight back, 4, really use your abs to jump forward, and here contract as you lift the knee, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm feeling my quads as well. Alright, opposite side. Are we ready? So, pull the belly in and up. In my Find Your Core 30-day series, we worked on engaging the TVA. So that's part of repairing the postpartum abs. You always You want to pull the belly button in and up, such as this. So it's in and up, and that pulls the two sides of the muscles in, cinches them in together. We'll do a few vacuums in order to help with all of this widening to come back in and provide support, a good corset for your organs, good support for your organs. Opposite side, so open chest, straight back, lifting the right knee, jump back, knee tuck, jump forward, jump up, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We're getting serious here. 5. 6. 7. And 8. 9 and 10. All right, from here we're gonna take a plie and just move the hips in a figure 8 motion, changing direction. So everything is fluid, loose. You're in touch with your body, hips, abs. When you move, you can feel where you're stuck. So you can experience stuckness in areas of the body and just linger in that area. Maybe when you go like this, you feel stuckness in your shoulder, so you work through it. And maybe it's when you're moving your head, your neck feels stuck in some area, and you just slow down there and massage it through your own movement. And find a lot of expansion, fluidity, and grace in your movements. Not grace that other people see. Don't worry about that. Grace that you feel. Grace that you feel. All right. Next exercise. All right. We're gonna move into. Actually, let's do this. So we're going to do a squat, sit back, and jump up. Pull the belly, pull the booty back, so that it's a core workout. When you're pushing your booty back, you're actually engaging your core when your chest is upright. So it is an ab workout as well as it is a leg lower body workout. So sitting back and jumping up. Let's go. Sit back, jump up, sit back, jump up, sit back, jump up. 3, 4, knees pressing out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now step onto your tippy toes. And we have too much ceiling here. Let's see if I can. Just do as much as you can. I know, I was trying to schedule this while Lottie was sleeping and she woke up. But, and it's not just postpartum abs, you know that. It's for everybody. Alright. I don't know if I fixed the camera. So from here, we're going to come onto the tippy toes, and you can grab a countertop or something and just sit back, knees pointing out in a squat form. So sit back, plie, come up, tippy toes, sit back, 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 tippy toes. You can change the arms, just to even it out if you must. From here, the next one is sit back, reach over, sit back, reach over, sit back, reach over, sit back, reach over. Now, the next one is stepping on the left foot and on the right toes. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, change sides, lift the toes, 1, 2, really pull that TVA in, cinch it in, cinch it in. Since we're doing postpartum abs, that applies to everybody. But that's the blessing of pregnancy. It makes us more aware of that part of our body and more connected to that muscle eventually, because we become disconnected, and that's the contrast. Disconnection leads to more connection. From here, let me see, we're going to go into our side plank. But before we go into side plank, squat back, just half a squat, and then lift your leg in front of you. Squat. So that's leg lifts with the dip station. But I'm just giving you a variation, especially if you're doing this at home or you don't have at work, or you don't have the dip station. So cinch it in. Really, since I started doing planks in the beginning after pregnancy, I had a lot of loose skin, and it was just crinkly and hanging. And since I started doing planks, it's gone down probably quarter of what it used to be, because the muscle is starting to reattach, plus probably some a little bit of maybe under the skin fat, which is stored for breastfeeding. So lifting, it really feels amazing to start using the core muscles again in the way I remember them being strong. I really like them being loose, so that's another aspect of it. During pregnancy, really enjoy the letting go feeling of, there is strength in the muscular loss, because that loss leads to creation of life. So it's not that we always want to have a strong core and strong abs and strong muscles. It's just that things come in stages, in phases, in seasons, and after you have a baby, the season is to find your strength again. All right, side plank. Coming to a plank, take a side plank, hold it. Now if you need to modify it, you can take your right foot over, left hand down. Otherwise, we're going to stretch the right leg behind us, stretch it, stretch the right arm over your head, and then bring the knee to elbow, stretch, knee to elbow, stretch, knee to elbow. Otherwise, hold, stretch, knee to elbow. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, opposite side. Stretch. 1, 2, bumping into Lotus toys. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lottie is my baby, and obviously the whole house is. It doesn't look like an adult house anymore. Before having babies, we told ourselves that we're not gonna let that happen. She's 8 months old and she's running. She's our boss. Everything is just baby stuff. All right, side plank again on the original left side. And from here, we're going to stretch with inner edge of the right foot down, left hand down. Press the left leg behind you, stretch here, and now knee to elbow. 1, stretch, 2, stretch, 3, stretch, 4, stretch, 5, stretch, 6, stretch, 7, stretch, 8, stretch, 9, stretch, 10, stretch. And by the way, you guys, I know that the live sessions tend to attract a different group of people that leaves weird comments. If you see someone, you can always flag their comments. Because I'm not looking at the comments at the moment. Opposite side. 1, stretch. So we have right hand down, the shoulders is over the wrist, and the fingers are spread open. The right foot is stepping behind us, left inner edge of the foot on the ground. Stretch here, and then crunch in. 1, 2. If you don't touch your leg to the floor, well, then you're working the inner thighs as well, which is going to give you super strong inner thighs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, plank. Plank is your best friend. You know, my classes, it's been the best pose ever. The effects it has on a postpartum body are beyond amazing. Let's shift the hips to one side, shift them to the opposite side. Shift, 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 shift. Knees on the ground, figure 8 with the hips. Reversing the direction, half moons with the hips, moving side to side with plank. Press the heels away from you, shoulders open, back wide. Tuck the tailbone under. So if your booty is sticking all the way up, tuck it under. Tuck the tailbone under a little bit, not all the way. And we're gonna move into the next exercise. So plank has done the most for my core strength, for just bringing everything back in. And I tend to trigger people when I say things about the body, because it is a hard field of work, my field, because on the one hand I teach body and self-acceptance, but on the other hand we do hard classes. So you have to understand that all work on the self comes from love for the self, because both extremes, not caring for yourself physically at all, or caring a little too much, those are extremes. We're coming into the middle ground, into the balance where we lovingly take care of ourselves without it being that important of a thing. Meaning, when they say saggy skin, that doesn't mean that it bothers me. No, I'm ready to have more kids. Apparently it doesn't bother me at all. But if it means that my core doesn't feel as good and it's a little disconnected, and if there's something I can do about it and then offer the tools, then we do that. But it really doesn't matter. None of us is perfect. I don't expect any perfection of myself, and I actually love my body far more after pregnancy, regardless of all the stuff it had changed in it. I loved it more. So I'm not coming from a place of I'm bothered by anything that happened, any change that happened. It's just offering tools here. Otherwise, my yoga will be useless if I just offer one side, if I just go into the spiritual route or only the physical route, because there is extremes and we're finding the middle. All right. Sorry for the pause. We're gonna go into abs. I promised to talk a teeny bit about self-image, and that's why I did it. So coming onto your back, now we're gonna do DR safe abs, but DR after 5-6 months minimum postpartum. Otherwise, do planks, other things. Don't do crunches. So from here, you're going to press the lower back. I wonder if you can see me. You will, let's go here. You will press the lower back into the ground. Grab the back of your thighs, pull the belly in, and pull the belly button up. Engage your mula bandha, which is your kegel muscles, and come up. And that's your crunch here. 1, 2. You can check and see if you're engaging properly. If you're 7 plus 8 plus months the way I am, then you don't need to grab the back of your thighs. That's how I got started. I got started with holding here and doing a crunch, supported crunch. So 1, 2. Exhaling completely when you do the crunch originally, so that there is no abdominal pressure from inside when you start doing the crunches. After that, it's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're going to stretch one arm over the head. Bend the right knee, extend the left leg, touch your toes. Lower back on the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Opposite side. 1, 2. I'll do a little more talk on self-esteem at the end of the class, so if you have questions, pose them, and we can boost ourselves, our self-image through the mind. All right, from here, plank. We're going to take the right leg up and bring the right knee to the right elbow. Change sides. Change sides. Change sides. Change sides. Change sides. And that was just a warm-up to this exercise. If you're really a beginner and that was good enough for you, great. Otherwise, check me out. We are going to get serious about this. All right, legs will go onto the ottoman or the chair or wherever elevation you are finding, or ball, or nothing. This workout is perfectly fine for just body weight. Legs up, and we're gonna take the left leg up, knee in, knee in, knee in, knee in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Opposite side. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Opposite side this time. Knee to chest. 1, 2. Really squeeze the abs in. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Opposite side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, getting there. Getting there. When I tell you I'll give you a workout, I will give you a workout. You know that. And from here, you're going to bring your hands onto your knees. You can be standing or like me on your knees, but standing is fine. You can also stand. Bring your hands just above your knees. We're preparing to do vacuums, so you're going to exhale and hollow your belly and hold it. So that's the stomach vacuum, which allows you to your belly to do the exact opposite work of pregnancy, which is expansion. Now we're bringing everything in, massaging the internal organs, which does a little bit of detoxing the internal organs, and just bringing all the tissue in, the connective tissue in. So exhale completely, hollow. And again. One last. Big breath in. Exhale completely. That feels good, always feels good. Massaging the belly, massaging all the internal organs, everything that goes into digestion, hormonal system is affected by the vacuums. Let's see what exercise I had planned and missed doing. Right, the next one, you're gonna hate me for it and curse me out. That's okay, I'll still do it. So coming into your elevated plank, you're going to take the left leg up and do a reptile push-up. Knee comes in. Now, I'm also not at my strong. I can't do push-ups at all. I used to be really strong in push-up. So I'm slowly building up. Do half a push-up. That's okay. Do a little bit. That's how we'll get to deeper strength. All right, one side, opposite side. All right, done. This is it for the push-ups part. Take your tailbone under, pull the belly in and up. Release. Either standing or on your knees, tuck the tailbone under. Release. Tuck the tailbone under. Release. From here, just moving side to side. Again, getting into that part where it will allow you to trim your body in. Because this is an ab challenge and I won't go before and afters, because that will, the before and afters, they're not important for anything else but just bringing more people into yoga, because what pulls people in is the external and then other things happen after the external. But me working online, I have to use the external. You don't understand that. Otherwise no one would come in. No one would care for yoga. And then when you get pulled in, people come in because they want to lose weight, and they all of a sudden people are on a whole another kick where they are realizing so much more about themselves. They came in for the weight loss and it becomes something completely else. Reaching, 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 reaching. And I'm holding off the reaching so that you are rested before we move on with the next exercise, which is going to be, I'm checking the time now, which is going to be abs. Now, in the previous, in all the other classes that I'm doing towards the 30-day core challenge, I am holding planks, still planks. And yesterday I held 2 planks, 2 minutes each, without moving, without twisting, without shaking, without adjusting the hips. Take a good plank, hold it. Now, let's see. All right, that's fine. Let's hold the plank. I think I can see from here the time. Yeah. Grab a plank and hold it. If you need to rest, rest. I'm not going to talk through it because I'll break. Extend the tailbone down, press the heels away from you, squeeze the inner thighs, spread the fingertips. If you need to be on your elbows, be on your elbows if your wrist hurt. Pull the belly in. And hold. We're going to probably hold less today because this is the postpartum abs and I'm sore. I'm squeezing in as if my life depends on this. Really squeezing the 2 sides of the abs. All right, good enough. Honestly, I didn't track it. I tried to, and maybe it was a minute and 20 seconds, minute and a half. From here, lay down onto your back. Now the way you will lay down, grab the back of your knees, round the back, lower down, so that you're supported. Using your abs, yet supported. Legs up, and we're going to lift the heels up. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Next one is bicycles, and I'm very wary of saying bicycle because you have to make sure that you can do bicycle as a postpartum woman. So the way you will know is do have a bicycle, one hand is free so that you can check your DR and see if it's closing in when you do bicycles. In my case, I have a little bit of separation around exactly the belly button, and when I do abs properly and bicycles, I have 0. Meaning that I'm engaging it and squeezing it enough that it's closing. So that's why it is a proper exercise for me, because it is helping me strengthen that area, also bring circulation to the area. Now if you're doing abs, bicycles and everything opens, then you're not going to be doing bicycles, but you're just going to do a happy baby or child's pose. So be kind and tender to your body. Make sure that you're doing things that are building you stronger and building you softer. Softer metaphorically or emotionally, but not weaker. All right. So from here, you're going to press the lower back into the floor. Pull the belly button in and up, exhale, and check. And you might have to reach down through the fat to check the muscle. So reach where the muscle is, where the abdominal wall is. You will feel the muscle and feel the area between the muscles. Tell me if you need me to explain this a little more in the future or in the comments, but you get what I mean, I hope. So from here, now another variation of this is to have one leg always on the ground and just do one side and see if everything is closing. For me, everything is closing when I do this, so I find it to be an important and building exercise. Let's go. I'll actually do the moderate version so that you feel that it's okay to do it. Opposite. And I'm going to exhale and re-squeeze the abs. All right, a few more leg lifts up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bend your knees, pull the belly in and up. Exhale, press the lower back into the ground, peel your chest off or shoulders off the ground, and hold here. Legs on the ground, press up, bridge. Bridge press is 1, 2, extending the tailbone down, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lay onto your belly. Hopefully you can see me. And just lift your legs, lift your hands and hold. Super nice. Lift a little higher, lift a little higher. Clasp behind, lift, 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 lift. And come up. So that we worked a little bit on the lower back. We'll work on different things on different days. Every day is a different thing. So from here you're gonna come into a seated. I'll check the comments. Come into a seated. if there was a question. And more vacuums. Actually, I had a request for a class only vacuums. Okay, so there is spam comments. Yeah, tomorrow. Most people do it tomorrow. I will include more vacuums in future classes, the apps and the no apps. All my apps classes are going to be somewhat postpartum. They will be completely postpartum safe, even if I'm not saying it. There will be postpartum classes, so just do them all. But this is for those people that are intimidated to click on app class. And also I take it a little slower and I do a little more specific things to closing in the gap. Alright. Oh, you said side angle. Alright, we'll finish with the side angle. Come down into seated. Stretch your, bring the soles of the feet together and open the thighs out. From here, we're going to take down dog. Step the left foot through and come up warrior 1 to warrior 2. And we're going to just reach with the arms side to side, again softening the shoulders. Lower down side angle. Maybe with a clasp. Forward bend to the front of the mat. Warrior 1 on the right side. Warrior 2. Reaching. Side angle is really good for your abs, so that's a good one that I will include more of in the yoga classes. Yogic squat. And just remembering to always lovingly come back to your body. We can sit down now. Remember to always lovingly approach the body, because when we go one extreme or the other, when we completely ignore the body and think it doesn't matter, or over care about every single detail about the body, either ones are extremes. One is obsessiveness and one is denial. So we come into the happy medium where we lovingly take care with acceptance. We're realistic about the body. Now if we're extremely overweight, just saying I accept it is not, it's not enough. We have to get to the bottom of it. Why something is where it is at. What behavior is leading to abusing the body, right? So we're finding that place where we lovingly take care of the body. We can't, in the beauty discussions I always get the two polarities of we shouldn't even put makeup on, and the other polarity is what we see on online, people that are overdone. I think there is a place where we stop, like a little pencil. To me, it's something I will not consider to be a self-abusive behavior. And sometimes getting surgery is fine for some people that are dealing with issues that they're dealing with. It's just the extremes of where do we stop on either end. Do we not cut our hair at all because it's gonna alter our looks? And where do we stop on the other extreme? There is always a middle ground, and that's where we want to be. It's the middle ground, and there isn't it. I hope you're getting what I'm saying. We come lovingly to that body that created life. We'll come back lovingly to it, and if there is something that needs care. We lovingly take care of it the way you always treat your body the way you treat your child, with the same nourishing care, mothering care, because your body needs that. You need to apply that mothering instinct to yourself and your children. That's where I come from. We always want to be loving towards ourselves and our body, and that in turn translates into loving the work more openly, more freely. And thanks for joining me today. This was a good workout. Work the abs, and I'll be back with some other workouts. Namaste.